Welcome back. Do you ever get a headache that you just can't shake? You're taking medicine for it, you're drinking water, but your head just keeps hurting. Well, according to the National Headache Foundation, migraines impact at least 40 million people in the U.S. We've all been there before. June is Migraine Headache Awareness Month. Dr. Steven Silverstein is with us now to talk about this. Dr. Silverstein, welcome to BNC.
Good evening, and thank you for having me.
Yes, we are
I
happy
think
to
what you need to understand about migraine, it's not a disorder of neurotic women, women. In fact, there's more migraine among male neurologists than anybody else.
Yeah.
The way to look at it is, it's part of the protective system of the brain to avoid overactivity that happened while we were cavemen. So let's look at it that way. It's a protective system. So what can we do to control migraine? Keep our brain from being overactive. Don't starve. Get plenty of rest, exercise, and relax. Those are the major things that we need to take control of our headaches.
And Doc, why are we plagued by this? And so often people tend to suffer in silence about their headaches and migraines, but why is it so important that we also bring awareness to these issues?
Unlike the past, we have good, safe medicines that work for migraine. We have a pill that you can take that'll relieve your headache within 30 minutes. You like yoga? That will help you. If you believe in meditation, that will help you. But important, if you start to feel your headache, get away from the noise, a dark, quiet room, and treat early, whether it's an over-the-counter medicine or a prescription medicine. The earlier, the better, and don't pretend it's going to go in and out.
And Doc, there was actually a survey done by the Headache and Migraine Policy Forum that says there's been a nearly 70% rise in the number of migraine attacks during the pandemic. Is that increase due to folks actually experiencing headaches as a symptom of COVID? I know I had headaches, and that was one of the first signs of me going to get tested because I couldn't shake it.
There are two reasons you get a headache during COVID. One, due to the infection itself, two, to the stress. We're not leaving the house. We're worried about our friends, our neighbors, and our family. Stress triggers migraine.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it just felt like taking medicine and all of those things, it just wasn't working. And that's how I knew. I said, well, something is wrong. Something isn't right. So, you know, you talk about there not actually being a current cure for migraines just yet, but so many new treatments are out there, therapies. What are those, and what can we do to help fight them? You named a few earlier, but are there certain things that people haven't tried that they may not know about?
Well, first, there's a lot of natural products that you can take. Riboflavin, a vitamin. Coenzyme Q10, a vitamin. Getting out and take a brisk walk. In addition to the older medicines we have, like sumatriptan and DHE, there's a whole new class of drugs called GPANs that you can take even if you have a medical contraindication. But just as important, if you have frequent headaches, the trick is to prevent them from occurring. We have everything from Botox to antibodies to GPANs. Yeah, compared to when I started to treat a headache, we have so many more things that can be done for everybody.
And I think about sometimes where, you know, you have a headache and you don't know where it's coming from. We'll attribute it to something else. You'll say, oh, well, maybe it's because I didn't eat today, or maybe it's because I'm just tired. Some of those things are factors, as you mentioned, but sometimes there are other things that are happening within our bodies, right? So how do you know the difference when you should actually go get checked out because you keep having these continuous headaches and migraines?
There's certain basic rules. If you've never had a bad headache before, check it out. If you have a headache that doesn't go away, check it out. If you have a headache, you can't talk. If you're weak, if you can't function, check it out. The secret is, if it's the same thing you've had before and it's gone away, it's likely to be the same old thing. But if not, take care of it as soon as possible.
Any resources you'd like to point our viewers to who may be battling this right now?
Well, yeah, something at the Jefferson Headache Center where I am, we were looking for something to help people help themselves. And we created a website called ControlM, or ControlM Migraine. Most of the materials there, no charge, It will teach you how to take care of yourself.
All right, I love it, and I know people needed to hear that. Well, Dr. Silverstein, thank you so much for joining us and weighing in on this for us tonight. We appreciate your time.
My pleasure to be here this evening.